I am Darius. This is Sugarless Crystals, your sugar-free destination of YouTube. And why aren't your keto snacks tasting good? Well, I happen to specialize in this area. I eat snacks all day long. I make them, the list goes on and on. But I'm gonna dive into one particular thing quickly and first. And this is the truth about consumerism. There are so many products out there and so many, especially, well, let's talk about snacks because we're on a dessert topic as anyway. When you're dealing with consumerism and products and stuff like that, you're gonna come across a whole lot of gimmicky products that just aren't good at all. They'll slap something together, throw keto on it, and try to sell it to you. And when you're new to it, I mean, the photos and the videos, they look amazing. They make you want to buy it. And then a lot of times you end up buying it. From my experience, some of the best ones are gonna be like your mom and pop ones. Situations where they're barely off the ground and they're gonna be more expensive. Some major brands that I definitely back up are the Keto Baking Company. They make granola. Like, Tara's, she's really on it. I mean, she focuses on quality, she focuses on ingredients, like she really cares. And the people over at Fat Snacks, if you look at the back of Fat Snacks, they really, you know, it's very simple ingredients, you know what they are, and the cookies are delicious. Sadly, I can't say I have a promo code for either one of these places. Those type of companies are what you want to aim for, but it's hard to distinguish the difference between the two when you're first starting out. You just don't know. But I will say this, when you're looking at major brands such as things like Slim Fast and Atkins, they're gonna be very gimmicky. No Better Foods, when they first dropped, I remember, you know, they were, you know, the chocolate chip of keto, like the chocolate chip of keto, the keto chocolate chip cookie of the world. Like they tried to sell themselves over there, and then they ended up in that huge scandal. And I had never had the cookie before. I went and I had one at Harris Teeter, and I was like, really? This is what I've been waiting for? The chocolate chip one, the texture was doable, but the texture of the other two, they were just Then Slim Fast just released a keto line. The only thing that was worth anything was the Keto Fat Bomb. Those are flying off the shelves. But you know, like I said, that's just one product, and they probably looked up with that, to be honest. Oh, well, then you have the situation, well, Darius, I make my own keto snacks. I make my own keto desserts. So what does that mean? I have a little knowledge on this one too. Being that I'm a food blogger myself, I have to work with the Google. I have to work with these search engines. I have to work with the internet. The internet asks you to put out content constantly. The more content you put out, the more they reward you for it. The more they suggest you to other people, the more they put you at the top of the search rankings. So what does this mean? Back in the day when you had chefs like Julia Child, she had time to put in to perfect these things. She had time to put in to give you all the different variations to where if you were to sit here and ask her, well, what if I add this? Or what if I add that? She could probably give you an answer because she had already tested it out. She didn't live in this fast-paced world that we live in today. And guess what? These food bloggers, a lot of them, they put out recipes that haven't been tested very much. And then they get you with the pictures. Oh, the pictures, man. I've seen some food bloggers, they don't even use the actual recipe in the pictures. And I'm like, that's so deceptive. It's messed up is what it is. But it's clicks. Clicks mean money. When they want to take their stuff to an advertiser or a brand, well, this is how many clicks I get, regardless of how good that food is. You know, and that's messed up. That's real messed up. It's hard enough to diet as it is, and then you're fooling me with what I'm thinking I'm going to get. I'm thinking I'm going to get this delicious looking keto biscuit, let's just say, and then I get it, and it looks nothing like the photo. You literally went to KFC or Bojangles, Churches, wherever you may live, and put a biscuit up there making me think this is what I was gonna get. That's messed up. So how do you combat this? How do you fight this? Well, to be honest, if you go on Pinterest, like a lot of those things are deceptive. It's hard to say. That's why following my channel, I aim to try recipes out for you guys. I can tell you, hey, well, this was all right. Stay away from this. This is pretty much nasty. Taste is subjective. What I may like, you may not like as well. So that's why when I describe something, I try to give the different variations of it. Every time I try something, I try to give you a flavor profile. I try to give you a texture profile. Enough information so that way, if you were to make it yourself, you can take it, well, Darius said it wasn't that sweet. Let me try it and see what happens. Or he said the strawberry flavor wasn't too strong. Or maybe he said the coconut flavor was too strong, but if it's too strong, I like coconut. I'm not gonna dial it back. And let me give you a prime example of pictures and how the internet works. We have 2 photos, 2 very different recipes that I made myself. Now this photo here, it doesn't look appealing, does it? It doesn't, I know. And this one, I mean, it looks pretty good. Now, I could probably freak this a little better now. I mean, because I have experience, but overall the picture looks well. Which recipe do you think gets more clicks? Clearly, this one. But I can tell you, by someone who has made both of them, this right here packs so much flavor. This is mind-blowingly amazing. Like, it's really, really good. That lime flavor that comes through along with the spiciness and the flavorings, not saying this is bad, but as far as Mexican dishes go, hands down, this one's gonna be far, far better. But you know what? This one is so overlooked because the picture didn't work well. The picture wasn't beautiful. There's rules to the game. I gotta play. I get it. But that's just an example of how photos can be deceiving. One of the most dangerous things, one of the largest things, I will take it as even high as 95% of our grocery stores are filled with vegetable oil, foods, and sugar put together. They throw MSG and all type of artificial flavorings in our food to enhance these flavors and make us think these things are amazing. You can really put sugar on anything and make it taste great, because all it is sweet. You got a donut and you got a cupcake. Without any other flavors in it, it's sweet. And that's what you get. That's what stands out more than anything else. It's sweet. If you take cream cheese and sour cream, I want you to taste it without any type of sweetener or any type of sugar. Well, it's a sweetener. I want you to taste it without anything in it. And then I want you to add either some type of sweetener, whether if you want to use sugar, that's fine. And tell me how it transforms the dish. Because now you get a hint of sweet. So when you come over to Keto snacks, the sweetness taste changes. But it's still something sweet, but it changes. Whether you're using stevia, monk fruit, erythritol, allulose, sucralose, aspartame, honey, you know, the list goes on and on. All these things are sweet, but they all pack a particular taste to them. Now, in America, we have our own way that we like to taste things. But suppose you go to another country. I promise you, there are countries where they eat liver all the time. And guess what? These things are delicious to them. Because guess what? This is what they grew up eating. We grew up eating Krispy Kreme. We grew up eating Dunkin' Donuts. We grew up eating those McDonald's French fries. So this is what we have a taste for. But taste change. When I actually started eating liver, it was, oh my God, I had the hardest time getting it down. But after a while, it got okay. Was it the taste of the liver that changed? No, because I ate it the same way the whole time. My palate started to alter. I started to get used to that flavor. Since doing keto, sour cream has a sweetness to me. Sour cream is sweet. I never ever got a sweet taste from sour cream until I started keto. Now, your palate changes with age, but that's a whole nother story. So part of your keto snacks tasting better is simply getting your palate used to the flavor. Getting your palate used to erythritol, monk fruit. And to be honest, I would say whichever one you use, you should probably stick with it. Like it'll benefit you in the long run as far as getting used to that flavor. Tell me, am I wrong? When you first started keto, did you go from craving sweet to craving salty? I'm gonna end it on that note, but comment below and let me know what flavors you noticed changed after you started keto, if you've been doing it long enough. It actually takes about 2 weeks. It's debatable, but it can take anywhere between 2 weeks to 30 days to change up your palate. Now, with all the things I named, between the gimmicky products and the gimmicky food bloggers, those definitely would weigh in as well. But I'm gonna sign off. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We got some new things coming. I am Darius, the Sugarless Crystals, your sugar-free destination of YouTube. I'll see you next time.